Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and it's day one of LOAD, and the prompt today is to tell an origin story. And this month, the theme of LOAD is based on Motown history. And so the prompt contains some information about how Berry Gordy started Motown back in 1959. And so I was kind of trying to think what origin story I would like to tell. The technique part of the prompt was to use brand new supplies. And these supplies all came from my Mind the Scrap kit, which just arrived this week, Thursday. And I've rolled in a few other things. This background paper is the B-side of a gorgeous paper that was part of 49 and Market's Spectrum Sherbet line. This is the other side. And I have more of this paper, which is why I'm comfortable using this side as my background. This, to me, is one of the most beautiful papers that there's ever been in the scrapbooking world. I just absolutely love the mixed media look of it and the fact that it's rainbow. What's not to like? And these supplies come from, like this in particular, comes from a newer Spectrum Sherbet line, or not Spectrum Sherbet, 49 and Market line called Art Options Elena. Let's see, is that gonna be, can you see the pink part there? I probably need to move it up a little bit. There, okay. I'll keep it 1 inch above the line that I have there. And the Art Options Elena has more fall-like colors, whereas this is more of a summery palette. But I'm going to use them together. They came in the same Mind the Scrap kit, and I think I can use them together. I've got my photos mounted on a frame that I cut from the packaging. You can kind of see that there. And I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to put it on foam or not. It's going to be standing up because I'm going to slide my journaling back here behind it. I've raised it up on thick foam on the edges there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and add some foam here. And what this is, it's a photo of me with my granddaughter, my first grandchild, Katie. And there's a lot of reminiscing going on about Katie this weekend because she's leaving on her first business trip to New York City. She's just, you know, it's beyond surreal, I guess. So I have no, and this, speaking of real, this Viewmaster, it's a chipboard embellishment from the Simple Vintage Lakeside. First of all, Spectrum Sherbet, Art Options Elena, and Simple Vintage Lakeside were all designed by Katie Pertete. And she's just an amazing artist with amazing ideas about how you might use her products in scrapbooking or card making. And I've got some of the punch outs there. So these are rub-ons, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to use them. Oh, what I started to say about this. This is kind of a nod to my own origin story because I lived most of my childhood outdoors, and the like marsh, bog type plants that are pictured here, and the binoculars and the worn tennis shoes and the Muscovy duck, all part of my childhood. Katie has been known to say, I hate nature. So this is kind of a little bit of a rub at her for the whole I hate nature thing. So I know that I'm going to have this on foam, so I may as well put that. What I want to do is kind of figure how this is going to get arranged. I like these things come out. These look like ties, and they're very realistic looking, but there, I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to put it under this, and that's going to go in there. So I've got that. I think over here I will put I'll layer the, over the rub-on, I'll layer this flower. I'm going to have butterflies, one there and one there. I'd like to use this. Might be too much right there, but it could maybe, oh, why don't I just layer it as something else that's kind of coming out from behind there. In that case, I might want to use a different color one of these. I think I have several. Let me pull my kit up over here. There's this pretty color, and there's this one. See, this is the packaging that has things that you can cut out. Nothing is wasted in any of these Spectrum Sherbet collections, I will tell you that. Okay, so let's see. That has the little red berries there, and this has, we'll see when we get it all put together. And then I want to do another, this other rub-on over here, so that I have everything clustered kind of there. And I want this Embrace Life to be clearly the title. And I have these leaves to put somewhere in there. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and take a leap of faith, and I'm going to put the rub-ons down. Let me put this over here and this over here, and we'll see where we go from there. Now, I'm hoping that in all of the rub-ons, Katie has designed some little mixed media bits, and I'm hoping they show up. I think they will. And I cut this in an unattractive way, which is why I'm going to layer this other flower kind of over it. There are no mistakes in scrapbooking, just additional opportunities for embellishment. Probably lesson one I learned, and possibly the origin story of my over-embellishing habit. anytime I peel it up and see any little bits that didn't adhere, they usually will adhere if I rub them with my tweezers. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll put that there, and you won't notice that I cut that the wrong way, and you'll get the benefit of both flowers. So I'm going to do that right now just because I don't like how that looks. And that's, of course, where I cut this other rub-on from. And that just gives it some dimension and a layered look. Okay, so this is going to go... I hate covering that up, so if I have it down here, it won't cover all of that up. So if I did it like that, and I did this kind of like that, then this rub-on would go here, kind of like so. And I think that's going to work, so let's put this rub-on on. Okay. And I'm kind of mixing up the dark teal color and the red down here where there's the yellow, orange, and pink. And I filtered the photo to have a little of that pink in it, along with some of that orangey red, so that I tried several filters before I found one that would do that. And I used the Prisma app on my phone, and I believe that filter is called what? I don't know. It's one of the Prisma filters. I don't think it's Embrace. I looked to try to make Embrace work because my title's going to be Embrace Life. But, okay. So let's put this guy here. I don't want this to be, okay, there. That works. And I will glue this on first. So that I can tuck it under there, or cut it off if I need to. I don't need to cut it off, so that's gonna work. Okay, now I'll take this backing off. It needs to be high up enough that my Embrace Life title can go, you know, has room to go. And I think that's gonna work. And I'll tuck that down in there. What this says is, you changed my name from Kathy to Grandma. You were named Catherine after me. You changed my life in ways I can never explain. In the 20 years you've been on the planet, you've enriched my life in more ways than I can count. I've watched you deal with a lot that might have broken others. You're strong and sweet and brilliant and sassy and at all the right times. And I'm so proud of you, Katybug. Her dad and I actually posted the same photo on Facebook of her all packed up and ready to leave on her first trip to New York City. She just was dying to go to New York City. That was her dream trip. So when John and I retired, we decided we would take each of the grandkids on, except for Ava, because Ava had just been born, but we'd take each of the older kids on their dream trip. So we took Allie to a dude ranch where she could ride horses because she was really into horses. And we took Barrett we had planned to take Barrett to a spring training baseball game like we took his dad, but I broke my ankle and his dad used those tickets and took him there. But we took him to Universal Studios where there was a Spider-Man ride, and he was really into Spider-Man. And Katybug just wanted to go to New York City. She was really anxious to do that. I think I'm going to keep this up here, I think I'll put the flare up here on this. And that'll keep her from going down too deep. And I want to put something there too. I'm not sure what. Oh, well, I was going to overlay one of these. That introduces that kind of purpley blue that isn't really part of the palette here. So let's see. Well, I could layer both of them, you know, and I could leave them loose. And I can tie some twine in those. And I'm going to use my black and white twine. Not that there's any black and white in here, but I think bright colors look so good with black and white. And maybe I'll leave it like that. And they won't interfere with pulling the journaling up. Okay, so now the little things. I was going to put these leaves there, but I may instead put them here. And what I'll do, I want them to kind of stand up a bit. So I'll put a little bit of this foam. I only need one piece, I think. That's kind of actually hanging off the page. There we go. That works, and that leaves it, you know, it kind of props it all up. I've got this little bit that I thought maybe that actually might look good on that tag. Let's do that. And that again kind of keeps the tag from going down too low in the, I'm going to have it hanging a little bit off. Okay, and I've got this heart and this one that I could overlap, and I kind of like it over here in the neighborhood of the photo, but it seems like I need something here. And then I have this little glass ladybug. That I actually wanted to add here. I think I'll do that. And I have another one. I have a little wooden one that could go right kind of there in the tie. I'll just fill it up with ladybugs, and then I'll do the 2 butterflies and we'll be done. Okay, there, and then do I want this one there or maybe pointing that way? So I'll do that. Just put a little dab of glue there and kind of put it there. It just adds a little bit of color to this kind of monochrome thing. And I'm going to stick this in the middle of the flowers. And it brings the 2 colors, the teal and the red, together. These are little Bramble Fox Hearts. And I need to order some more because my supply is getting low. I ordered every version of hearts that they sold at the time that I made the order. And I just emptied them all into the same holder. There we go. And now I have to do the butterflies kind of up in the field there. Let me put the lid on here. And because I use the black and white twine, I'm going to add some black dots with this folk art dots that came in the kit, and it's so new. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm just going to kind of place a few black dots in strategic areas. I have not tested it, so I will do that on a scrap piece of paper. Okay, I think it needs to be opened. We got a different color of these in another kit a few months ago, and I really loved how they came out. Let's see. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, they tend to, they're for doing designs maybe on t-shirts, things like that, but it works great on paper. When you put them down, they're oddly shaped, but these are more liquid, I guess, and they reshape themselves into perfect little dots. And as I say that, mine are not going to be perfect at all, I'm sure. But I'm jinxing myself, but I'm not going to do it until after I have put these butterflies on. So let's do that. I'm going to do this one about right there. I never realized how much in love I could be with rub-ons. I've been using rub-ons since the very first scrapbook pages I ever did back in 2011. And it's one of those things that, you know, it's almost considered an old-fashioned supply. And Katie Petit's designs have just reawakened the whole notion of of rub-ons, redefined rub-ons. It's an origin story for for rub-ons. And she uses it in her art journal pages to create as kind of a quickie mixed media. Okay, so let's see where we're going to do these. I'm going to do I'll do 3 of them there, different sizes. And 3 there. And maybe right here. Okay. And I think, well, maybe I need some down here. Don't think I do. And the little black dots are kind of a nod to the ladybug image. So I'm not going to lift it up because I don't want the dots to move. But I think I'm done. And day 1 of Load is in the books. Thank you for watching. Bye.